Hello, yeah, right. Okay, that's correct now. Okay, cool. Yeah, as you know, we play Minecraft where I explain some things about my album, the Trigger EP, which is called an EP, even though it's not an EP. It's an album, but it's not called EP because of like the musical term. Like it's not called an EP because of like extended play. It's called EP because it stands for um fuck. What was it? Oh yeah, experimental project. That was what it standard for. Like the EP in Trigger in Trigger's title, it stands for that. Not doesn't stand for extended play like the common musical term that some of you might know. It stands for experimental project because it is an experimental project or experimental play or something like that. Yeah, I got the experimental project idea from a friend of mine called yeah. Yeah, basically because she thought that EP. She always thought that EP always standard for experimental project and not extended play. And I thought that was cool, so I was like, oh sure, I'll make that the actual thing in like the title. So in like the EP in Trigger's title actually stands for extended. It means fuck stands for experimental project or extended fuck or experimental play instead of extended play like the regular meaning of that acronym. But anyway, I'm dragging that on for too long. Let's talk about let's tackle the main meat, so like the bigger meats that make more sense. Like no, everything makes as much sense as the other thing, but like, oh fuck, more like let's just tackle the more important meats, like the more important stuff. I will be doing some commentary on my Minecraft world that I'm very proud of so far. Honestly, I'm really liking how my fucking freaking beta 17.3 world is turning out. Yeah, I'm playing this on a beta version of Minecraft, beta 1.7.3.3. That's the version where they added the redstone stuff, like a lot of cool redstone stuff, like pistons, if I recall right, which is really nice and cool. And that's why it's the beta version that I decided to play. Fucking dogs in the background. Hopefully you don't mind that. Not literally fucking dogs, but you know what I mean, like barking dogs, not fucking dogs. Anyway, I know the Auster lived in my neighborhood. Anyway, um, yeah, I will explain some stuff about that album that I'm working on, and just about this album that I'm working on. The Trigger EP, for those who don't know, the Trigger EP is an experimental project, like an experimental music project album that I've been working on ever since. Fuck. Sorry. Ever since like the December month of 2023. Like fuck no, the December month of 2022. Yeah, since it's an album I've been working on ever since December 2022. No, 2020. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, exactly. Basically. So yeah, basically, I started to work on it around like in December. I don't remember exactly what day, but like not at the start of the month of December. Like I think at the 10, like around the 10th of December, or like around the half at the like midpoint of December, like at the half point of December. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of December is where I started making the album, kind of. Basically, yeah. Let's say the title of the album itself. Let's talk some a little bit about that. The title I got it like I was walking around my grandma's house and was like, fuck. No, this was kind of an idea I have for a long while. Actually, not kind of not, but not exactly like the idea wasn't exactly like how it is now. Like it was had it like conceptualized in my mind for a lot of time, but I never actually thought about it too much, and so like the final thing ended up how like fuck the final thing ended up being a lot different. um So yeah, originally the Trigger P, some like originally was gonna to like I had the first thing that I got the idea of was of the cover art and the album's like or slash EP's title, which was just used to be called the Trigger EP. You know, like because the name of my album is like it's just literally just the word trigger, but I swapped the I for a Y because I thought that would sound cool, and it does honestly. And if you don't think it sounds cool, fuck you. But yeah, anyway, I did that, and originally it was only gonna be named Trigger, like the normal way of saying trigger, with not with an I, not with an Y, just like the normal word trigger. And the cover art, for some reason, I do remember it being like the cover art, like the actual image of the cover art for the album. I remember it being like a fridge, like a really dramatic picture of a fridge, like kind of from below or like from a low point, like if it was a picture taken by a very small man of a, or of a picture being taken of a like normal sized man, like regularly sized man of a really big fridge, or of a small man taking a picture of a normal fridge, something like that, or basically like a big fridge that was almost like a building or like an, you know what I mean, like a fucking tower from like a city, and it's like you're just taking a photo of it like this, like basically like this. Imagine this lava lamp that I made that I'm quite proud of was a fridge. Basically, the album cover will be like 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 fuck like shit. Sorry, like no, not like that. Like it will be like this basically. A magenta lava lamp, the lava pillar is with the glass is a fridge, a giant fridge. Basically, that was originally gonna be the cover art. Yeah, that was an image I had in my mind for a long while. For some reason, I also had an idea for the cover art being like a picture of me holding like a plastic bag over my head and face, and like making a silly expression like freaking like yeah, just making like a disturbing smile, kind of like an Aphex Twin like smile. And actually, like for that version of the cover art that I had in my mind, I inspired myself of an actual picture of Richard David James, that is, you know, Aphex Twin himself, you know, the boy himself, the dude himself. I will edit this video a little bit, and I will put that picture in so you just know what I'm talking about, so you don't have to Google it. Basically, yes, the picture of Richard David James, aka FX Twin, aka AFX, aka Phonic Boy on Dope, on aka Power Pill, aka User 1236, and you know what I mean, right? But yeah, and yeah, basically I will inspire myself a lot of out of that picture and make like the cover art be just yeah a picture of me holding a plastic bag over my face and smiling like that. But then I thought like that sure that's really fucking cool, and that's cool that I'm taking inspiration of that. But I was like, nah, that's too much of a rip off actually. So I ended up not doing that. But yeah, basically that's kind of like the first thoughts I had will like thinking of the TRYGGER EP, like when I what before actually like executing the first songs of the album, like actually starting to make the first songs of the album and actually starting to like put the album together and stuff like yeah. Those were like the first thoughts before like well the TRYGGER EP was still like very conceptual, like very prototype like in its prototype phase. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah. And yeah, those were the first things that it came to mind, and then I was like, yeah, sure, fuck, I should make like an album or something with that, because I've always in my life, yeah, I'm a person that's like a lot into music. I'm very into music, into a lot of music, like, yeah, I like a lot of genres as well, like I like a lot of types of music. I like a lot of types of music. I like yeah, I like shit from like stuff like, you know, I really like hip hop, rap, and experimental stuff, alternative stuff. Experimental slash alternative rap and hip hop especially is my favorite. I think stuff like Death Grips and JPEG Mafia. Also regular rap hip hop that has like maybe at least a little bit of like experimental touch, but not necessarily like stuff like the like the stuff that Kendrick Lamar makes or Tyler the Creator makes. It's really fucking cool too. Like yeah, regular rap and hip hop that isn't that necessarily that experimental. It's still really cool and stuff. No, but yeah. And then so yeah, I'm a person that's very into music and I respect music a lot. I feel like even perhaps even though I'm like one of the people that like in the whole freaking world that respects music the most. Like I respect music a lot. Like if I'm beginning to listen to a song, like I don't want to just like over at least most of the time. If I like really like this song, I don't want to just be listening to this song and like doing nothing or like doing something like very unproductive. I want to like start while I'm listening to this song that I really like. I really want to like work on something or like just do something useful or productive in one way or another. I don't want to just listen to it and do nothing or like just sleaze around, you know what I mean? I would sometimes, a lot of the time actually, I will listen to music that I like, I do really like, and I just won't do anything, just like I will just chill, will listen to the music without necessarily doing anything or at least not doing anything really productive or anything. But not that much, like I don't do that much, but I still do it. But even still, it's like I won't be doing like I don't like doing bad things like I don't like doing bad things related to music. Basically, chilling is okay. Like even if I'm not being productive and I'm just like doing nothing, even if I'm not doing anything and not being productive, it's just still like chilling is a good thing to do. Like every once in a while, just take a little break, not do anything, just chill for a while, take a chill, like relax. Oh fuck, so much. Nice! Holy shit, I love that. Oh my god, that's beautiful, for real though. I fucking love my mob farm, my mob experience, like mob farm. No, it's not experience farm, but like mob drop farm. Yeah, just fall over here and like default over some water leak steam over here. Some monsters spawn up there. That's like chamber where they spawn until you like water leaks them over here, and they just like they drop over here and the fall is so like high, like exactly to the point like so high where like they take a lot of damage, but they don't exactly die. Like they don't die straight away. So it's like they fall and they get left at like 1 HP, so you can just punch them and they die like instantly, or like they die in like 1 or 2 punches, and you just can get all of the drops for free. Anyway, I'm gonna get distracted, but certainly I already told you like I'm gonna be commentating on my Minecraft playthrough as well a little bit because I want to do it honestly. Anyway, yeah, I feel like where was I at? Yeah, I was saying that I really respect music and basically yeah, if I'm listening to music, I want to be having a good time. Like, I won't listen to music when I'm stressed out unless I'm listening to music, unless I'm like starting to listen to music to like get myself out of stress. Like, fuck man, I'm not doing good. I'm gonna listen to my favorite song, or like I'm gonna listen to a song that fits the situation just to like feel a little better. Like if I'm sad, I will listen to NGP by Death Grips or like Radiohead music, like songs like No Surprises, and stuff. And so yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain because like I like being productive while listening to music. I really like, but then at the same time, a lot of times that I listen to music, I really like. I don't necessarily do anything like I don't. But I still like doing good, like I'm just like chilling. If I'm not doing anything productive, I'm just like chilling, taking it easy, just like calming down, just like taking a little break. Yeah, I basically like enjoying myself when listening to music. I'm not gonna listen to music, like I'm not gonna put it on like the speakers or like listen to music on my headphones while something's bad's happening. Like I don't like sometimes that happens sadly, but like if like I don't want to be listening to music while something bad's going down, or like if I just don't feel like it, I won't force myself, or it's like That's one of the reasons where like as well why don't I always like when I listen to music I just always listen to it on my headphones. I really never like really put it on speakers or anything like that because I don't know, I just think like I don't know if anyone else is like in that's around me, like my family or our friends is gonna enjoy the music that I enjoy. And even then it's like maybe it's all good, but then it's like I know, fucking, what if there's an issue and like my favorite songs playing in the background is like, oh wow, this is very not fitting and I don't like this, like, I don't want to remember this song by this, like, event, you know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but yeah. I respect music a lot and I think, honestly, I don't think it's very far-fetched to say at all that I respect music a lot more than the average person. Like, a lot of people, like, I know, I think it's gonna take too much time to explain, like, what the average person I think respects music, like how much the I think the average person respects music. I would like to get on like I would like to talk about that, but I feel like it's gonna take too much time. Like yeah, it's gonna be too much. So yeah, basically, I want to say what I'm saying. So yeah, basically, since I'm someone that really likes music, yeah, I said I like hip hop and experimental hip hop, rap, and experimental stuff. I also really like alternative stuff like not necessarily only experimental hip hop and rap. I also like experimental stuff in general, like the stuff Radiohead makes and a lot of the music Aphex Twin makes. I also really like I really do like music, both music that has lyrics and vocals on it, and music that doesn't have lyrics nor vocals in it. Like I think both of these both of these are good, honestly. Like I don't need like if someone puts a song on and it has lyrics or vocals, or maybe it like or someone puts a song on and it doesn't have lyrics or vocals on, like I'm not. I just all I'm saying is like I'm not leaning to any side. Like if you ask me, oh, do you prefer songs that that has like singing in it or not? I will say just like I like both. Honestly, I like both songs that are just like an instrumental or like where the vocals are the main focus. And I do also like really like songs that have lyrics, like a lot of lyrics, or not necessarily a lot of lyrics, but like a lot of vocal work in it. Those are cool too. Like I like both. Anyway, that and I really saying that yeah, I also really like talking about genres, like I really like technologic stuff, like electronic stuff, like jungle, breakcore, fucking love breakcore specifically, and I really like jungle, EDM, IDM, braindance, like techno, like rave and stuff, like electronic stuff in general. Disco too a good bit, like electronic stuff in general, like the stuff Aphex Twin, aka Richard D. James makes. I quite like that guy too, a lot. And yeah, experimental stuff in general too, like Radiohead and a lot of other like artists that I really look up to, like um, no, solo artists, both solo artists and bands, like Zach Hill and Andy Moring. Those are like two members of the band of the American band Death Grips that makes experimental hip hop that I really like. But like yeah, those two members outside of the band they have like solo music and stuff, and they do really good experimental stuff. Especially Stack Hill. Andy Moore is not that experimental, but still fairly experimental. He just makes feel like just electronic, like drum and bass, like drill and bass stuff. I also yeah, I forgot to mention I really like drill and bass too. It's really nice, but yeah, pretty much. Anyway, I like all of this, a lot of all of I really like all of these artists and bands and a lot more, and I like all of these genres, and there's a lot more genres that I like that there will be too much to name and too much other artists and bands to name. Basically, I like music a fucking lot. So I've always like for a long time. I've been listening to music for a long time, and I've been into these specific artists for a long time, and I respect them a lot, and I really like them, and I really look up to them. And they basically always have been a huge inspiration to me to be like one day I want to make music like this, or but not necessarily music like this, Even though that will be cool, but like just generally, one day I just want to fucking make music, man, because it's just so cool. But I know how to, and it's something like I've been on for a lot of time. There's like I really like music. I want to make music. Hold on, I'm gonna check something real quick. Is it even recording? Yeah, okay, it is. No, yeah. I really like music and I want to make music, but fuck, dude, it's so hard because yeah, uh, around the time I started like thinking about that, but I've been thinking that like kind of all my life, like oh man, I really love music. Oh man, I really like music. I wish I could make music. Like I wish I could make good music, but like fucking like I've always had a kind of a problem making music, but it's just like because it's just like really hard to me. And yeah, basically a lot all of the times like like so let's just say like before I'm going to that because basically like the same around the same like the same era that I got into cool as fuck artists that are like basically now my favorite artists of all time, like J Mafia, Aphex Twin, Death Grips, Tyler, Kendrick, a bunch of other guys, freaking got the how was this guy called? Yeah, Lil Nas X. No, no, no. Sorry for that for forgetting his name, but like I really like that guy too. And even if he isn't like really experimental, like still I really like that guy. And yeah, um, I've been like just thinking like around the same like not around the same era like in the same era that I got into these artists. I was like it's like in the same era that I go into these like my favorite artists, my like what currently are my favorite artists is the same era that like I started making music and I started making the album because I was like I don't know exactly what inspired me, but I think it's just like fucking the first song I started making of the album. Yeah, I was like basically when I was thinking like on my grandma's house and when I was thinking of like the that idea for an EP or album, the TRYGGER album, or at least how I called it at the time, the TRYGGER album, without an Y, just like the normal way of saying the word. Sorry, I tried to burp, but nothing came out. Anyway, um, I almost puked. Anyway, freaking. So yeah, I was like, yeah, man, I really should make that honestly because yeah, I fucking love music too much. And I was like, oh, I want to make music, but I can't make music because, trust me, like before I go into all these artists, very like that was like last year or around last year, like basically like fairly recently, but not that recently. Um, Before that, even before that, I like tried to make music before that, like before I got into death grips and everything. Like I've tried making music in the past, like many years ago and stuff, or like just generally before that. And it's just like always been very hard to me. I always a lot of time, something I will do a lot is like I will like yeah the way I used to make music, like try to make music at least in the past was literally just I had my phone like pretty sure like at the time I had a different phone than the one I have now. So yeah, on this phone I it's something I would like to do now, like with my new phone, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able. Like I tried, I really tried, I think actually, but it seems like I gotta try harder to do this on my phone too. But, I had a like on my phone, I had a cracked version, like a pirated version of FL Studio, like Fruity Lab Studio, now the fucking most popular digital audio workspace ever. I don't think it's very far-fetched at all to say that. Anyway, so yeah, I had pirated it with like this like alternate Play Store app, like alternate Google Play Store app where like was just like normal Google Play Store kind of, but like it wasn't at the same time because it gave you everything for free, like you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Basically, was just do this have a name? But yeah, basically like app app libraries for Android devices that like let you fucking my pronunciation. Well, let you yeah basically like Google Play Store like uh, bootleg applications for Android mobiles that let you pirate any like program like application that you want to download that costs money on Android. Like for example, you want to buy Minecraft, but you don't have the money, so you just like install this app that's like called like AC Market or something, and you just like install it. It's like the Google Play Store, except you can get everything for free. Like everything that is paid, you can just get it for free. So you just install Minecraft for free there, and it's kind of like real tricky. Like it does have like it is fairly dangerous, and even when it isn't dangerous, it's still annoying in a lot of ways to use those kind of apps. But I did used to use those kind of apps a lot in the past, and I do kind of have a lot of great memories with those, honestly. Yeah, and yeah, basically that way I installed this application called AC Market, which basically let me, because FL Studio is available for mobile too. So yeah, this app allowed me basically to be able to fucking download FL Studio for free on my phone. And I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. And it's really funny how like easy it is to pirate FL Studio on mobile, like on its like unlike it's like you know what I mean, like on PC it's like insanely hard to pirate FL Studio for some reason, but on mobile it's like literally took me like 3 clicks or something. Like it was just very easy for some reason. But yeah, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I don't think. Actually, I feel like it definitely can, but it's like way harder now to pirate the mobile, because like I think like the AC Market thing that I used for Android mobiles is just like gone now or something. Anyway, yeah, and yeah, I used that and I pirated FL Studio on my Android phone. That was a different phone than the one I have now, so I don't have that cracked version of FL Studio anymore. And I just started trying to make music then, and it was kind of cool, but I would never kind of got around to making much good stuff at all, or like much long stuff at all. There is like a few good things that I made there, but like the things that I made that I consider good are like the songs that I made on like that pirated version of FL Studio on mobile. They were like really short. It's either like good but really short, which isn't bad, honestly. Like yeah, quality over quantity, you know. Like it doesn't matter if the song is like insanely short, as long as it's good. So yeah, I guess that's nice. At least I did make a couple of songs that I'm still honestly proud of. But then there's like a lot of the other ones. I never knew how to drag on songs for too long. And I love the song. A lot of the time I just didn't know how to make a song at all. Like it's weird because now it's just actually just so easy to me for me. Or like not so easily, not like insanely easy, but like still fairly like now it's a lot less hard for me, which is something I'm glad of. Like I got a lot better at it, which is really nice, honestly. Like I'm glad of that. I'm glad that happened. Like I'm glad I get better. Another good example of like how practice makes perfect and stuff. Yeah, for some reason, like I don't know what happened to me back then, but I was just like so fucking like retarded or something. The point is just like I wasn't able to make any music, any good music and stuff. Like there's this like thing like condition, mental issue thing. I don't know if it's like mental, but actually, yeah, I guess you can call it like a mental illness sort of thingy, where just like music does like yeah. There's some people that have this mental illness that makes them basically think like music makes no sense, and they just don't get music. Like music for them it's just like white noise. Well, not literally white noise, but like to them it just doesn't make sense. They can't enjoy it, which is a very sad thing. It was basically kind of like that for me, except like obviously I did like music a lot. Even back then I still respect the music a lot, and I still like music a lot, and I still listen to music a lot. But like when it came to making music itself, like because I wanted to make music, it's like it just didn't come out. Like it's like a shit like with spikes in my anus that are trying to push out. Toilet. Could never put it. Could never like fucking shit it out. Could never shit something out. You know, it's sort of a weird way to explain it, like describe it. But yeah, I just could never do it like, for some reason. I don't know. I think either I genuinely like was like I think that was like a good couple of years ago. I genuinely was like I don't know, maybe a bit too young, but I still wasn't very young at all, honestly. Like, but still, that was some 8 years ago. So still, like, I definitely was younger than I am now. But still, it was like, I don't know. For some reason, I just like it's a lot easier to me now, which is something glad of. Like, it got a lot better. But back in the day, I just not. For some reason, I just wasn't able to put anything good together. Like, a lot of these songs that I did make, like did complete, and like I'm still kind of proud of to this day, are literally like only two tracks of like instruments, or like straight up only one, which is like kind of weird. Like, yeah, pretty much like it's just kind of very bare bones, but I still think it doesn't sound terrible, honestly. Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, damn. I don't know why I can't do this. It's just too hard for me. And yeah, I remember like I don't know if I ever told my friends and stuff about this. I don't know if I told my friends, but I did tell some people that I knew at the time. Like so, like yeah, fuck man, making music is hard and stuff because it kind of is. It at least to me, it is kind of it is hard kind of making music. I mean, now it's a lot easier for me to make music, but to me it's just like for me, like back in the day, it's just like for me it just was like the hardest thing ever, like the one art form I just could never master. I just could never do it for some reason. Which is really weird, honestly. It's hard to remember why I couldn't do this. Oh, that fucking scared me. What the hell? What the fuck? Hold on, sorry. My bad. Fuck. What the hell was that? Yeah, okay, the video's still on. Still on. Oh, 32 minutes. I thought it was gonna be way longer. Anyway, what the fuck? Dude, I started to hear like my own voice coming out of the fucking game. Like, yeah, my own voice like saying like "but" in the game. What the? That was fucking weird. That fucking threw me off. That was scary. Anyway, um, yeah, I know. Basically, I just call them make complex stuff, and for some reason, I just could never make something that was like very good nor complex. I just like, but to be fair, I think maybe it was like that was a lot of time, a lot of time ago, like a lot of time. Like what I'm talking about when I back then when I tried to make music and just couldn't make it because I just couldn't like it was just too hard for me for some reason. Again, to be fair, that was like a lot of time ago. Like that is old stuff. So it could be just me like, but maybe back in the day I didn't actually really try. Like I was bad at making music, and I just couldn't make music because I didn't actually try too hard at all. Maybe like I wasn't very inspired to it. Like it was like, okay, I need to make this music, this song, for my games, or like for this project, or for something. And I just couldn't make it. Maybe just because I wasn't inspired weirdly. But I don't fucking know, honestly. Yeah, pretty much. I think that maybe, and just no, maybe I just like every time I try to make music, a lot of times maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace. Also, all of this I'm saying like I tried to make music on mobile, like on my phone, which is can be like really uncomfortable as well. Yeah, I did. I do think it was fun at least messing with FL Studio a good bunch. Honestly, I did eventually make some good stuff that um I saved these songs that I thought were good. There's a lot of other songs Um, Personally, that I was making there that I never completed and that now are like lost to time literally because that phone like broke and stuff. So I can never like yeah get these songs back sadly. But yeah, there were a lot of songs that I like never finished. I didn't save. That I actually thought were like very good, like were going good, but I never finished them because I didn't know how to. I just didn't know how to fucking continue these songs. I just never gotten a good idea how to fucking continue these songs. Like I made like a really good melody or like chord progression. At least I thought so at the time. I thought like yeah shit, this gonna make an awesome full song, but I don't know how to make into a full song. Something happened to me a lot. Anyway, fucking dog in the background. Hopefully that's not too annoying. Anyway, what was I on? Yeah, basically, yeah, it's it's a lot of things. I think a lot of like little things are the reason. Like a lot of little things are the reason why I was never able to make too much music, or like at least not too much good music. Back in the day, basically, yeah. It wasn't my mobile. A lot of times I possibly wasn't on the right headspace. Kind of like uncomfortable to work on mobile. A lot of time possibly wasn't very inspired. A lot of time, but I also yeah, I never had like good ideas and stuff for music as well. Like seriously though, um, it's also something like that's true as well. Like nowadays, I get like whenever I want to think of like a good idea for a song, I just like think it up in 2 seconds, and yeah, basically I get great ideas for songs literally fucking every day, all the time. Because I don't know, for me, it's just like easy to think up of, like easy to think of, like yeah. At least the kind of music I like, for me, it's just like I don't know, it's just easy to think like to get a good idea of. Like I'm just like okay, I gotta get an idea for this song. Like I'm gonna think like how the melody will go, how the beat will go. I'm just like okay, the beat will be like. Okay, yeah, that will be beat, and the synth in the background will be like you know, and that's because of the that's kind of because of the kind of music I like, which is very abstract and experimental and weird and cool. So yeah, basically, let's say that will be obviously thinking up of like a good ass idea for a song for like any other genre. Like let's say I tried to make like fucking jazz music or ska music. Like obviously that will be a whole different thing. Like I couldn't get like even if I try for like an hour or like even if I try for like a lot of time for like an hour, I don't think I could get like a good idea for a jazz song that I will be like okay, there's jazz song, okay. The saxophone will go like okay, then the piano will like I just can't, like that's just not my kind of thing, so I won't be able to make it. But like since the kind of music I like, I'll fucking Bruce notification. Anyway, the kind of music I like is like very weird and experimental and kind of nonsensical, I guess you could say. But I don't think that's the right word. It's like it just it's not that it doesn't make sense. It's just that it's like it makes a different kind of sense. It's like very weird and experimental and abstract and cool. And that's why I like it. So yeah, since I like that kind of music, I don't know. For me, it's easy to think of good ideas. At least now, like back in the day, I wasn't able to do this, but like now, I think I was able to do this back in the day. But now, yeah, I'm getting better at like just thinking of cool ideas for music to make. And yeah, that's something that I've gotten a lot better of. So yeah, basically, whenever I want to get a cool idea for a song, it really doesn't take me much time at all to just get a good idea for a song. Sometimes, you know what? It is easy to get, like, fairly easy to get a good idea for a song, or like of a song for a song to make, but it's not always easy to actually make this song. Like, I will get like a really good idea for a rhythm, for like okay, the synth will sound like that, it will have this melody, and then the beat, like the drums will sound like that and like this. like sure I will get that idea, but sometimes it will be like it can be very difficult to actually make that on like Audacity and Element Studio or like whatever program I'm using at the time. So like it's not like I can just manifestate like exactly what I want on paper or more like on audio, like just like that. Like I won't be able to make it. Like it's basically with like art. Even though for me it's kind of easier with art. Like I'll get this really good idea for a drawing, and it will like when I try to draw it, it obviously looks sadly. It looks like a lot different than what I actually imagined because I'm like just not that good at drawing yet or whatever, or just like in my mind it just still like looks different because your mind is like you can kind of at least with in my case I can kind of see images in my head which like they're not too clear. Like I can see images that makes sense, while at the same time not that. I can see images in my head that make sense, like in my mind, but if you like try to put them on paper, actually don't make that much sense. It's weird, hard. It's really hard to explain. But like, yeah, basically what I'm trying to say. Obviously, this is something that everyone knows. If you get a really good idea for something to do, whether it be like a drawing or a song or a game or whatever, you're never gonna, or at least it's like very hard to execute that perfectly. Like it's gonna be very hard to do that. A lot of times it's just like yeah, most time actually it's very hard to execute. Like it's easy to get a good idea sometimes, but it's a lot of time it's like hard to actually execute the idea and actually make that idea, make that thing that you thought of on your mind real. It's hard to make it real a lot of time. So yeah, I will get a really good idea for a song drawing, but it will actually be really, really hard to actually make the song or the drawing or the game or something like that, or like it will be hard to actually execute the idea. And I think that's something everyone knows, kind of like it's not very like hard to like think about that. Like I think it's easy to understand, right? At least I hope so. Anyway, I need cobblestone. If I drop from there, will it kill me? Oh well, guess it will not. Yeah, we found out it didn't kill me. Glad. Glad. Anyway, do you like I don't know if anyone is gonna watch this. I don't know if anyone is gonna want to reply to this, but like to leave a comment here. But so far, do you like my my Minecraft house? Oh fuck, yeah, this tree. I planted these trees here. That's okay. They kind of block the view, but whatever, it's okay. But yeah, so far, do you like my Minecraft? It's pretty good. It's fucking asymmetrical, like this window, really. This looks. It's pretty good. Oh goddamn. Let's fix that right here real quick actually. But yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's something I gotten better off. Like now if I really want to, like it's like a lot easier for me to just get better ideas of like for a song to make. I can like that's something that was very hard for me in the past. Actually like and that was something like I think was kind of like the main problem or like big part of the problem back in the day when I wasn't able to make very good music or like it was very hard for me to make music that yeah it was all those little things and one of those little kind of little like one of those little things or like I don't know if exactly like very little it's kind of big but at the same time kind of little I don't know like medium-sized thing was that yeah I wasn't very creative regarding like music because I wasn't able I just wasn't able to get very good ideas for like music to make. A lot of the music I made wasn't like just shit I made on the spot, and sometimes I just kind of like struck lightning, like you gotta like I just like get a struck like fuck. How do you say this? Sometimes I just got lucky and I just made a random thing and it ended up sounding good. But yeah, basically now it's more like, oh, I got this idea for a song. Like, no, it can be like both ways. Like, I will just be making random things. I know, like more, like a lot more oftenly. Like the random thing I make, it will be like, even if I cannot make it out of nowhere, it will still be like more coherent, and it will sound better overall. Overall. So basically, I know it's easier also for me to like make a random thing and be like, you know what? Actually, that sounds good. I can make that into a full song, I think. No, yeah, pretty much, which is good. Getting better at that. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I need the lighting over here, I guess. Where's that? Well, fuck, I really don't have torches. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so yeah. Uh, this that, like, I know, even if I make just like little random shit, just like throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. A lot, like now, like a lot more oftenly, I will actually make good stuff like out of that. We'll make that. We're doing it like that. And not only that, but also as well as like I told you, like I said, getting like I know it's a lot more easy to me to get just like good ideas just out of the blue. Like if I really just think of it, like, what's a good idea for a song? Like I need a good idea for a song. Just like, oh, that's like, it's just like it's very easy for me to get a good idea for a song, just like out of nowhere. Like just using my mind, just thinking for a little bit, like yeah, pretty much, which is pretty damn cool, honestly. And yeah, that. So yeah, basically those are the things. I think basically I just what I just explained right there, what I was just talking about right there, basically. Yeah, it's just me trying to explain basically why I think I used to be like very bad at making music and why it was so hard for me, and why I have gotten better at making music, and why basically I'm like just why things have changed, why I am how am I better at making music now, and why am I better at making music now. I just basically explain how I got better at it and how things have improved regarding my composing skills. No. Okay, now with that out of the way, uh, you know, since all of that, I always thought like, because making music is hard. At least for me, still like it is kind of hard still in a way. Back in the let's not even talk. I already talked about it. Back in the day, it was like extremely hard for me to make music. So I was like, fuck. I really want to make this album, but I know I'm not gonna be able to fucking make it because I'm so bad at making music. But like basically the first yeah, basically I was like, not, and I really want to make it, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it honestly because it's just hard. But like, still try like in this era that I like got into all these artists that are currently now like I know are gonna be at least for like a long time, maybe even like for my whole entire life, gonna be like my favorite artists and bands, favorite favorite artists and bands ever, like musicians in general. Um, all these people like in the same era that I met, like starting to listen to these people, or that I got into these people, starting to listen to them. And the same era, like I also tried making music again with web site, like web program, like like how I said, like this web site, like a fucking boomer. Anyway, yeah, I started using this website that I heard about uh, on Twitter called soundtrap.com. And I was like, oh shoot, that's cool, free to use music making program, like digital audio workspace, and it's online. Sure, I'll see. And it seems good as well because I know like this one guy that made like really good music. Like music wasn't his main thing, I don't think, but like still he made music for like his cartoons and shit, for like his animations, and his music was really good. Like the stuff, like the music that he made for his animation, his cartoons and animation was really good. Yeah, he used this site. Like I found that out and I was like, holy fuck, if he uses this, like it must be good. So I started using it, and I made some pretty cool things, but still nothing too good. And basically like that uninspired me too, because I was like, okay, yeah, I don't think I'm very good at music still. Actually, like I still think no, yeah. When I tried making music with that, and it was still like really, and I was still like really bad at it. I was like, fuck. I guess music might not be my thing. Even though it was kind of like the same situation I had with like like the fucking pirated version of FL Studio that I had on my mobile, where like I never made a full song on that site, that website, like Soundtrap, but I did make some shorter cool stuff. I never exported anything. I think I know I did export some stuff, but like nothing incredible. I made some like kind of nonsensical songs where I literally just did random stuff. What the fuck was that? Bye. I was just scary. I was just mean. Let's see. Anyway, they do some like experimental stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I guess you could call it experimental like stuff. I did try making some like Hilux like music where it's like literally just random shit thrown at the wall. But like even though like still even if it's literally like kind of the same thing because Hilux music like very random stuff. It's still like Hilux music was still even like better than what I managed to make. Yeah. Try making like music that was literally random sounds, and I made some kind of cool sounding stuff, like not horrible. Like I don't want to die every time I want to listen to this song. Like it's not horripilant, but still not very good. But yeah, I made some music like that I thought was okay, whatever. And then I made some shorter stuff, some shorter musics, like some shorter kind of songs, some shorter songs that I didn't export, like never export, but I thought were really good. Thought were really good. I thought were really good, kind of at least. Kind of is just like the parody, mobile FL Studio parody version, like the mobile Android mobile pirated FL Studio version thing all over again. Like I made some stuff like that was like not too good, not too great, and like the stuff that I thought was actually good, either was like really short or like I never managed to finish and make it to like a more full song, like longer song, like I wanted to do it. But yeah, I still have my Soundtrap account, and gladly since it's online, basically that means like my pretty sure like as long as my account doesn't get deleted or anything like that, my projects are like project files from my music are like say forever. It's quite cool, so I can come back to them whenever I want to. But yeah, stop using Soundtrap. Like yeah, stop using that website. But yeah, basically it was the FL Studio thing all over again. I did made some kind of cool stuff, but I never did much more stuff with that. But yeah, there's still like some stuff I made with it that is like I never made into anything bigger that I want to like sample on my newer music, like I want to reuse because I think it will be kind of like shameful if it went to waste because I yeah make like a couple good riffs and like melodies that I think I should like reuse and sample in my newer music. And that's something I'm doing with something I'm actually doing with my old FL Studio music, yeah, there's this song that I made like a fucking shit ton of time ago. It's called From Now On, and it's actually like not bad at all, and actually quite good. Like it's nice. It's not too long. I think it's like half a minute, and it's very simple. I wouldn't call it bare bones because it still kind of sounds good to me, honestly. But still, it's like it doesn't have much going on, but it's just like basically like 2 or 3 tracks, like this synth, this like bubbly synth, and this like piano-like synth, and it basically goes like pop 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 pop, and that, and then I think the last, like I'm making it sound like shit, but like the song itself actually doesn't sound that bad. At least not to me, honestly. I'm still like kind of proud of that song. Yeah, and the last part is the best part of the song where it just goes bop 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 bop, which I thought was like really cool. Like I'm still like really honestly insanely proud of that rhythm. Like you might listen to that and be like, sounds like shit, like fucking stupid. Or like even then if you like I ever show you the song like one way or another, you listen to the song I'm talking about, like that song that I made on FL Studio like a shit ton of time ago. That is, yeah, it's called From Now On. That's what I titled it. Even if you like, maybe if you like, okay, maybe he's like Darian is just singing the song really badly, and the actual song actually sounds really good. And then you listen to the actual song in one way or another, and you're like, this still sounds like shit. But I don't know, just, I like it. And I think that honestly, that's all that matters. Honestly, I like it. I remember like, I actually showed it to a friend, kinda, and they said it was cool too. Like they didn't hate it, that's for sure. I thought that was cool. Like yeah, I sampled that song that I'm saying I'm proud of that that I made on FL Studio like shit ton of time ago. I sampled that song on a song of the album I'm working on currently, the TRYGGER EP. I thought that was cool, and there's something I kind of want to do more with my other music. However, there's only so much of it. And there's also a lot of other songs, a lot of other older, like really old songs that I made on that era, on that part of the version of FL Studio that I'm already using because I thought they were good. Like the songs are some of those songs are songs I ended up using. Like I ended like actually made and ended up like some of them I made or like some of them either like ended up using for Lisa the Joyless, which is one of my games. That's my Lisa fan game. Oh, go fuck himself. There's absolutely no way. Well, whatever. Well, what a deck. Gladly I have my gloves right here. Okay, I'm fucking glad the fucking water didn't spill out. I mean, the fucking lava didn't spill out. That would be bad. What the fuck did that guy explode on? Doesn't make sense. Anyway, fell was fair distance. Anyway, so my neck hurts. Um, yeah. Ugh. Like, yeah. Um, fuck. What was I on? Yes, that. Yeah, basically, on that era, I was already making games, I was already working on my game, Damn Descent and Lizard Joyless. Damn Descent is my original RPG Maker game, and Lizard Joyless is still an original game. Like, Lizard Joyless is still an original game, but it's like a freaking fun game, yes, of a game called Lizard the Painful. Basically, yeah, it's like Lizard the Painful, and my fan game is called Lizard Joyless. Yeah, at that time I was already working on these two games, and like to this day I'm still working on these games. I mean, the development of these games is being very slow, but it only makes sense really because I'm working on the album now. Also, my other game, Damn Descent, that I really like. I basically like at the time I was working on an entirely different version of that game because that I ended up scratching because I thought it wasn't like cool, like it wasn't cool anymore. Like I didn't like that version anymore. Basically, like ended up remaking that game entirely and like rebooting it like an entire whole as new version. Where it's like yeah, it used to be side scroller, kind of like Lisa, and now it's top down and among other stuff. Now it's like very different. So yeah, that obviously that's good. Also making the development a lot more slower because it makes yeah, basically and remaking the game entirely to be better though, like for the better. Like it was some a decision that's a decision I'm definitely proud of. Like definitely think that's a good thing. Like you might not think it's a good thing, but I know it's a good thing. For a fact, I know it's a good thing. Like I feel really a lot better working on I feel a lot better about the newer version of Damn Descent, and I feel a lot better working on it as well. Like it's like the newer version of Damn Descent, like the one I'm working on right now, like the one I'm making now, like a lot better than the old one, and that's why I started making it basically because I wasn't feeling good about the old one, so I just totally remade it. And I'm a lot happier now with how it's going now. Yeah, basically, and a lot happier with how it's going now. Like how it's just basically I am glad I remade that game to be better. Like so, yeah, that was a good decision honestly. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yes, at the time I was already working on my games. So yeah, a lot of these songs I was making for my Lisa fan game, Lisa the Joyless, and a fan game. These freaking stupid people. Just kidding. Anyway, that fun game. Yeah, I love the songs. A good bunch of the songs that I made on on that pirate version of FL Studio at the time. I made those songs for Lisa the Joyless, and I thought these songs, a lot of these songs that I thought were actually pretty good and not bad at all. I actually ended up using them in Lisa the Joyless, and they currently are in Lisa the Joyless, and like I haven't scratched them. Like the menu music, like the main menu music of Damn This, that fuck of Live the Jealous. I mean, yeah, it's a song that I made for studio shit a time ago. You might not like that song, but I like it. That's all I care about, honestly. Yeah, pretty much. If people don't like the main menu song of Damn This, honestly, I get it because it's literally just one synth. However, this might be an outdated statement by the time by the time Little Jolis comes out because I might update that song. I don't think it's gonna be very hard at all just to like update that song and like make it a bit more complex, like add like a little beat behind it, like some drums and stuff. Because as is right now, even if it sounds good, it's literally just like one synth, nothing else. Like even if it's like good rhythm and melody, I think honestly some people might disagree with me right there, but fuck you. uh, I think it sounds good. But yeah, it's still like maybe a bit too basic, like a bit too non-complex. So yeah, I will possibly update that to have like a more like to be more complex. Have like drums and all. So yeah. Mm. And anyway, oh yeah, I love that music. I end up using on Lisa JLS. Um. Okay, basic. Where was I? Lisa JLS. Let me make it. Yeah, Soundtrap. Yeah, then I was like basically trying to make music, and soundtrack was like the whole FL Studio pirated version of FL Studio that I have on my mobile debate all over again because what I mean, like yeah, that the using soundtrack was basically like the FL Studio thing all over again. So I was like, I don't know, they kind of uninspired me, but at the same time I was like, fuck, I need to keep trying with music. But at the time I was making that, I wasn't making, I was trying to make music for my games again, like for Damn Death and stuff. No, yeah, the music I was trying to make on soundtrack, I was actually trying to make for Damn Death, for my game Damn Death. But yeah, that's something I gotta keep working on. But I don't think I'm gonna use Soundtrapper again, honestly, because it's not a bad side at all. I might use it like every once in a while to do little things. Still, I'm glad I found it and used it a bunch. Well, I think I'm gonna stick to the programs I'm currently working with. Those are FL Studio. No, fuck no. I don't use FL Studio. I mean, the programs I currently use are LMM Studio, yeah, and Audacity. And eventually, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this to get this. Eventually, like, if I ever get money, get the money I would really want to get fucking Ableton, which is a music program. It's just called Ableton. I think you have to like rent it or something. Like you have to pay for a subscription, maybe. I don't know though. Maybe it's a subscription or maybe it's just like a one-time buy or something. I don't remember honestly. But hopefully it's a one-time buy. But if it isn't, I don't care honestly. I still want to get that program honestly. But yeah, Ableton. Yeah, I don't know if it's a one-time buy or a subscription. Hopefully it's a subscription. No, hopefully it's a one-time buy, but I don't know if it is. Anyway, yeah, that's fucking music program that looks really fucking interesting. I never tried it, but I have looked at it, and I know that one of the fucking at least one of the fucking members of the band Death Grips, which is my favorite band ever, used this program to make their music. I don't know if it's specifically like Death Grips music, but like I know they use it themselves, like to make at least their solo music and stuff. I know they use that program to make music in general. Is what I'm trying to say. I know if they used it to make Death Grips music, but I know they use it to make music in general. You know what I mean? And that's Andy Morin uses. I'm pretty damn sure that he does use Ableton. I think that's really fucking cool. I'm just like, I mean, fucking Andy Morin himself uses this program. It's gotta be good, right? I think it's gotta be good. So yeah, and it definitely looks really cool as well. I've seen some screenshots of it and all stuff about Ableton. I really want to get that program honestly one day. Hopefully, one day I will be able to at least try it out, and hopefully I will like it. But yeah, that, and then yeah, basically, yeah, I was talking about the current programs that I use. I'm good with them mostly. That the current programs I use to make music are Audacity and Alumni Studio. Um, yeah, I use these, and basically how I started using them it's really hard to remember now or explain. But I just one day I was like, fuck, I need to make music. And I had Audacity open. I don't know why I had Audacity open, but Audacity is a program that I've always used. I have always used in my life. Like I was, yeah, it's just a program that I've been using for a long time. Like I never like used it for music in the past, just for other like audio editing stuff. But now I use it for audio editing stuff. But more than anything, now I use it for music. Yeah, pretty much. Like now I use it for music too, and that's like the main thing I use it for now. Audacity, I mean. Yeah, pretty much. And then, honestly, yeah. And okay, so yeah, I had this. I love Audacity. Honestly, it's kind of bitchy. It's kind of a bitchy program every once in a while. It's kind of glitchy or like annoying in one way or another. Like kind of messes up sometimes, which is kind of bugging, like kind of bugs me. But in the end, it's still like really worth it because it's still a really good program that has a lot of very nice things that I find very useful. But yeah, yeah, I think if I remember correctly, yes, the first song that I ever started making of the album was actually, let me look. No, just I think I remember this right. But okay, fucking yeah, I'm gonna link all my files real quick. Yeah, the TRYGGER notes. Yeah, here I have the track list. Yeah, the first song of the album that I started working on, if I recall right, I'm pretty sure of this, but I might remember it wrong. But I think so. Like I think this is the first song I ever started working on. It's actually the first one on the track list as well, which is the song Metralleta, which means machine gun in Spanish. This song basically, yeah, like I'm saying, I had Audacity open on freaking. I had Audacity open on my computer, and I was just like sitting there. I was like, "Fuck, I need to make music. I really want to make this album a real thing." I was just like, "Huh, Audacity. No, there's no way this album is like I mean, fuck. There's no way this program like isn't able to help me make music, right? There's no way I'm not able to make music with this program with Audacity. I've been using it all my life, so I'm like, sure, I guess I'll try to make music with it. And then I had this set of like, yeah, actually I'm going to show you this set of instruments, this folder right here, homebrew instruments. I will explain this folder. Basically, this is a folder of instruments that are most of them are made by me. There are some that aren't made by me, like for example, fish. This is just sorry, yeah, this is fucking list ahead, and some other stuff, fucking Johnny Test Whip Crack. You know the one with, you know, and yeah, basically this is a folder that I didn't make with the intention of being like, oh yeah, I will make a set of instruments myself for my own music to make music with it. No, that wasn't the original intent of these instruments that you see here. Like, you know, these audio files. I will play them, but like there's way too much of them, so it will take too much time, you know. There was a way for me to like go through all of them, like play all of them really quickly, like in a row. I will do it, but I don't think I can do that right now. But I wish I could to show you all of them instruments that I made of with my like I recorded them with stuff like my moth and my hands and my body, using my body in general, and like using objects as well, like slamming my table, for example, or something like that, or like using objects in general, or using my body, like my mouth, something like that, and things like that, you know. But yeah, I made this folder. Like the original intent of this folder was because there's it's raining outside. That's pretty cool, honestly. It's fucking really hard. That's cool. I wonder for how long it's going now. Hey! Oh no, never mind. Actually, fuck, sorry. Anyway, yeah, it's been like really long. I hope the rain isn't like drowning out what I'm saying, so I'm gonna be speaking out very loudly. Hopefully it isn't a problem. Anyway, homebrew instruments. This folder. Basically, I made this folder. And I made all of these sets of instruments with like I recorded them using my mouth or objects like slamming my table or stuff like that. I made that for this application that I have right here. Fuck, no, not MS Paint, not MS Paint. Sorry. Uh, anyway, this fucking program right here that is called Simple Brain. It's a program made by FX Student himself. You know, Richard David James, and not only him, someone else. I forgot who else, but yeah, it was a collaboration project that he made with someone else, like with a friend or something. But I think like he worked with someone popular, but I don't remember the name of the other person that worked on this program. But yeah, basically he worked on this program with someone else. I don't know if it was like a group of people or like just like two guys, like Richard David James, Apex Twin, and someone else. I can't recall whose name I can't recall right now. But yeah, they made this program which basically I don't think you're gonna use it now. Gonna take you a bit too much time, and so yeah, that's gonna take a bit too much time to show you actually how it works. But basically, you just load sounds into this thing, and you load a bunch of sounds like samples, and this has like a little brain thing that they call it brain. It's like kind of a I don't like calling it. No, it's not. It's not an AI. Actually, no, it's not an AI. It's just like a computer. Actually, maybe, but no, it's like an AI, but in a good way. You know, it's not like I think. Oh, it's AI generated music. It makes music for you. We'll never need musicians ever again or something like that. No, it's very different. But you know. Oh my god, it looks so fucking cool. Holy shit. I gotta. Holy fuck, it's like fucking tornado going on outside. Quite cool, honestly. But yeah. Anyway, I hope there's not a power cut or something soon. No, yeah, the sample brain basically. Yeah, I know like AI. It's like yeah, saying stuff is like oh, this is an AI is it's like kind of like bad taste now, sadly, because of a lot of things, for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think AI is the right word for this. Still though, like seriously though. But it's not like a thing that you're like, oh, put on some instrument and makes a song for you, woohoo, and we'll never ever need musicians ever again. This basically the future, age-generated music in the future. No, it's not that at all. Basically, you just load in a couple of .web sound files, like can be instruments that you made or whatever the fuck you want. They have to be short though. Like yeah, if you make them too long, you're gonna fucking crash everything. I think. Yeah, and basically you have all these options over here. You hit the yeah, you put this in, you regenerate the brain, and you click play, and then you like it starts to make like a mix of these instruments. It would like basically play them randomly, a random pace and stuff, and then you can tweak these like knobs over here. Like I don't know what you call these, like switches, I guess. You tweak these and you like choose random options or like not necessarily random options now. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, you load the sounds over here, and you load a target as well, which is basically like a fucking like a short, not necessarily a short FL. It can be like a full-on song. Like let's say you put like Guillotine by Death Grips here, and over here you put your own instruments, and it's not gonna sound like guillotine by Death Grips with the instruments you input, but it's gonna so like basically it's gonna use guillotine as kind of a guide or something like that, as a base or something like that. And then you hit play, and it just plays the instruments in kind of a random pace, random times, plays them a random amount of times. It's hard to explain how it works because I actually don't really know how it works. As you know, that's kind of how it works. That's kind of what it does, but I don't know how it actually works. And it's insane. Yeah, for a car ride like Richard D. James spent like I don't know if this is just a lie that he just made this up for the lols, or if this is actually true. But if for a guy he spent like 10 years making this with the other guy. But I don't know how true that is honestly. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually true honestly. But yeah, much you just tweak these little things, and basically that changes like how fast the sounds play, and like how often does this sound play, and the other sound how fast the other sound plays. You can be like how truthful it stays to the original like audio file, like to the original like song that it's playing over, or like how like the pace of the instruments, like and so like you have all of these fucking terms like boredom, stickiness, stitch stretch, and like I don't know. It's really fucking hard to explain. I really don't know how it works. It's insane, honestly, but it's really fun, honestly. You just gotta like look it up. Sample Brain. You'll find and download for it very easily. Basically, you just load a bunch of songs on it, load a target, regenerate brain, regenerate blocks, and have fucking fun with it. Basically, yeah, I downloaded this. This thing is also fairly recent, which is really cool, honestly. Like for a car ride, it's only like a good couple months old. Like maybe by now it's like almost a year old, but still like very new. All things considered, honestly. Um, yeah, it's cool, and basically that's what I made these instruments for. I want to mess with this. I put in like a Death Grip song here, the target, and I made all of these instruments to load into the machine in the sample brain to check this out, to try this, and see what kind of fun stuff I could do with it. And then this ended up being like insanely handy. These instruments that I made to just mess with sample brain, this application made by FX Twin and the other guy whose name I forgot. Sorry. Um, or maybe it was him and some other guy, or like a whole as team, or like more than two people. I don't know honestly. Maybe it was only him. I don't think it was only him though. I think he got help from somebody else as well, or something like that. But yeah, sorry. Anyway, that and these instruments that I made for that came in handy when I wanted to actually make music, start to make music, and I had yeah, like I said, was saying, I had Audacity up, and it was like, maybe Audacity will be good to make music. I was like, okay, how the fuck do I start? Like, what do you use instruments for the instruments? I was like, oh, obviously, of course, the fucking instruments that I made to use with Sample Brain, to mess with Sample Brain. I was like, oh, holy shit, this is really handy now. And I just like slapped in some of the instruments that I made into Audacity, and I started mixing them, like repeating them over and over, like making a little beat, making some slower, some faster, making it go beep beep boop beep beep, you know what I mean? Like putting oh yeah, another track, put on more instruments, like this. Well, I got like fucking 16 tracks, not like 16 actually, maybe like no, a lot of tracks. What I'm trying to say. Make like a little beat. I just started making it. Was like holy fuck! It's actually quite cool. It's actually quite works. Yeah, basically that was how I started making the first song of the album. That is also actually the first song in the track list, which is called Metroyeta. And yeah, I started making it. First made the intro, which goes like something like this, and then the actual song starts. It was like da, 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 da. But that second part, like when the song actually starts, like the beat of the song when it actually starts after the intro, is like freaking like went through a lot of phases, went through a lot of versions, went through a lot of versions and phases. I worked on it a lot. But yeah, I really finished that song, and it's honestly really good. I'm really proud of it, and it's really nice. And I think you guys will like it when you get to listen to the album. Yeah, it's gonna be the first song in the album. So it's gonna be like when you pop in the album, it's gonna be the first song. Oh yeah, you should listen to the album songs in order. You shouldn't skip any, and you shouldn't be like oh, this song sounds funny, and click on that, or like listen to shuffle. No, you should listen from the first song to last song on like the order that I put them in, like because if you don't do that, that will be very disrespectful and stupid. So yeah, basically, that is the first song you're gonna be listening to, like Metralleta. I'm very proud of that song. As the first song I started making of the album, and that way, and that's just basically how it all started. And I was like, holy fuck, yeah, I can do it. But I was like, definitely, oh shit, I cannot only use Audacity for this. There's absolutely no way. So then I was like, what other thing? I have to use something that is like slightly more convenient at least to make some of the music. I was like, holy fuck, sure. Why not LMS Studio? I remember LMS Studio. I don't remember if I had LMS Studios installed at the time because I do remember like before, way before I had like the idea of making the album. I'm pretty sure way before I had the I even had the idea of making the album. I remember having it installed because I tried it out. I don't remember why. Oh yeah, I remember now actually. It was because of Cruelty Squad. Because if I recall right, yeah, the creator of Cruelty Squad. That's what the creator of Cruelty Squad used. That's what they used to make the soundtrack of Cruelty Squad. If you don't know what Cruelty Squad is, it's this like abstract, fucking fairly new, abstract first person shooter that is really cool, and I play a lot. It's one of my favorite games ever. Honestly, quite nice. Um, yeah, so check that out. Basically, yeah, I was like, I don't know how. I think like in some comment section I read that the creator of Cruelty Squad used LMM Studio to make for the soundtrack of the game, to make the soundtrack of the game. I was like, oh shit, that's really cool. Tried it out, install it and check it out, and I was like, yeah, definitely, it does seem like the creator of Cruelty Squad, like that is. I'm just gonna start referring to them with their name. The creator of Cruelty Squad is called Billy Callio. Yeah, basically, I was, oh, nice. That's a nice color of wool. Anyway, yeah, and so I was just like, holy fuck, and yeah, it was like, yeah, when I started using it, when I started checking it out, I was like, yeah, this does seem like something they will use, or like, yeah, I can definitely see this being true, like that they used this program to make the soundtrack of the game, and I kind of tried using it a good bit, but then after a while, I just kind of gave up. I like that's also something that like made me think like, yeah, maybe music isn't for me. But I didn't really try too hard with it, to be fair. I think honestly, yeah, I'm glad. Honestly, great. I gotta thank Cruelty Squad honestly, because if I never found out about LMM Studio, I think maybe I would have found out about it in one way or another later, even if I didn't know about Cruelty Squad, or even if I never found out about that thing that that Billy Callio, the creator of Cruelty Squad, used LMM Studio to make the soundtrack of the game. Even if I never found out about that, I feel like in one way or another, maybe I would have found out about LMM Studio, like regardless, maybe. Hopefully, but I don't think so. Like I think like thanks to Cruelty Squad, thanks to whoever like dropped that fact that like yeah, some of the songs at least of Cruelty Squad were made in that program. Like yeah, thanks to that, I was able to make the album a lot better, and I was able to make a lot of the album like thanks to that like no yeah, if even if I didn't know about LM Studio, I would have still tried to make the album, but it still would. If I what I'm trying to say is like if I didn't know about LM Studio, or like if it didn't exist, the album will be very different, and I think for the worse honestly, because honestly I made a lot of cool stuff in LM Studio. Like after I reinstalled it, I actually started using it a lot more, and I made a lot of fucking cool shit with it honestly. A lot of stuff that I'm really proud of. There's some songs that I basically made like entitled William Studio, and that's very cool. I think they came out very well. You'll see which ones these are, and then there's a lot of the songs that I mostly made with Audacity, but still have a lot of like they still have a lot of like elements that were made with Lemon Studio, like for real, like stuff like more melodic stuff, like the synths and stuff. I mostly make with Lemon Studio. I just like make it with Lemon Studio and like save it as an MP3 or like a .wav file. I just like put in Audacity and use that, like put it in the background and like mix it in with the other instruments and like beats and making an Audacity and stuff. But yeah, I use Studio a lot, and I use Audacity a lot. I mean, but yeah, um, I'm glad I found Studio, and that's a great program. Honestly, that deserves a lot of more attention. There are some things I don't like about it, but hey, it's a free program and it's very easy to use, so it's only fair, I think. There's still a lot of things that I think could be better, like it won't be very hard at all to make it like slightly better in some ways. But then again, I still think it's like about fair. Like it's still really solid program for like how cheap it is. That like it's cheap to the point that it's free. You know what I mean? It's not only it's like the cheapest amount of cheap that is free, you know. It's not a bad thing at all. I think that's quite cool actually. Oh yeah. And yeah, that's why I started making that. And at first I think I mostly used Audacity, and then I started using Element Studio more. But yeah, that's how I started making the album. Yeah, that's basically how it all started. That's the story of TRYGGER EP. I hope you enjoy that. And I'll leave in. Meanwhile, let me let me do this actually. Meanwhile, I'm gonna add a couple like additional notes. Also gonna be like, yeah, currently like 45% of the songs are done. No, yeah, actually, yeah. Like I meant a better way of saying is like 45% of the album is done, like of the songs are done. And I know I made this promotional art for the album for TRYGGER EP, where I said basically like the album was gonna come out on April or before April. And even if I don't think that's incorrect now, neither do I think that's gonna age well, honestly, because I don't think it's gonna come out on April. I feel like it more than definitely is not gonna come out before April. If it's gonna come out before April, I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna come out before April at all. Is it gonna come out in April? Maybe, but I don't think so as well. Like I don't know. I just think that was like a very like incorrect assumption for me. Like I wasn't thinking much. I don't think like I didn't take much things into consideration at all when I say that. When I put that into the promotional art that for the TRYGGER album that I made. You know that yeah. I hardly see it releasing on April. I've said this before on my Twitter account that you should follow, by the way. And so yeah, I don't think I'm going to drop a release date like anytime soon, honestly. Just for the sake of taking my own time, I'll just like not stressing myself out. Because if I say something like that, something like, oh, the album's gonna come out on April 16th, then it's just gonna stress me out because I'm like, oh fuck, I need to finish this album before April 16th, or I fucking disappoint anybody, or I'll fucking disappoint everybody. I don't want that because it's just gonna be shit. Like it's just gonna make the album some shit. It's gonna stress me out. It's gonna make me have a bad time. And gonna disappoint everybody if it doesn't come out like at that actual date. It's gonna rush things and it's gonna make things unnatural and it's just not gonna be fun around. Plus, even if I try really hard and like really rushed it or something like that, I don't think it will come out before. Like I don't think it will be able to make it like come out at that exact date. No. So yeah, I'm not gonna. So yeah, basically, what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be dropping a release date. Not even, in fact, no, I don't think I'm gonna be even saying like what month it will come out in yet. I will drop a release date though when the album is like almost done, like 95% done at least, but ideally like 99% done. Like seriously, like almost done. Like only a few touches left to do, and like it will be good to go. Then I will like when the album is done, or at least almost done. I will like yeah, the album is gonna release in 2 weeks or in 1 week or like on this day. And yeah, I will post it like my social media. I will post. I will try to like definitely like before that, or like will I do that, or like maybe slightly after that. I will definitely try to post like a few promotional snippets of like songs of the album. You know, like short, like little snippets of the songs, like previews of the songs, like on my social media to 100% with some cool visuals that I will make like using video editing with programs like Shotcut and InShot, like InShot on my phone and Shotcut on my PC. Yeah. What the fuck am I tripping? TRYGGER. I was fucking. I was trying to fucking type in like writing TRYGGER and I was fucking typing TRYGGER. That was so fucking stupid. Yeah, that was a mistake. Let me redo this. Sorry. It's getting so fucking cold in here. I'm fucking burning. Ah, down the process. You down the process. Get on a roll. Ah shit. Fuck us up. Fuck us. Die shit. I'm a opponent. Devil toxic. Come. Fuck a party. Ah. Boom 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 boom. Come. Fuck a party. But anyway. Freaking love Minecraft. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So you're not gonna hear the release date until the album is like almost done, like 99% done, kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, just for the sake of not stressing myself out and taking my own time, which is always fun thing to do. I mean, not saying like it's gonna take like fucking years or something like that. No, I won't be lazy. I will promise I won't get lazy with it. Like, I'm not gonna like explain the thing of like, oh, not saying when it's gonna come out to like take like an insane amount of time, like to release it, like to make it. Like, I'm not gonna be lazy. No, and I'm not gonna cancel it for the love of God. No, I'm not gonna cancel it. I'm never gonna cancel a project like that. No. Um. Because it's like I'm really too deep into development, even if I wanted to cancel it, but I don't want to cancel it necessarily though. I'm really inspired to continue making it, and I work on it literally every day, even if I don't work, even if I don't do much. Sometimes I still do something. Like sometimes I work very little on it, like on a day. Like sometimes I work very little on the album, but I still work on it. Like I still make at least one little thing. So yeah. So nice little mindset to pursue when making projects. I think at least do one little thing per day. Like if you can't muster anything else up, and that and fuck, I'm fucking dying in Minecraft. Anyway, when there's a wave, there's a wave. When there's a wave, there's a wave. When there's a wave, there's a wave. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, and oh, fucking sucks. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, and like so far as like the songs of this album are that are done are 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold on, actually. How much songs of the album? Like I know I remember almost all of them. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This is one of my favorites. And you'll see, a lot of people might not like this song over here, but I know I like it, and I showed it to a friend, and they really liked it. She really liked it. So yeah, I'm proud of this song, and I'm glad she liked it too. I think a lot of people are gonna like this. Like this is gonna be the song that like you're either gonna really hate or really gonna love. I know. You'll see. We'll see how that turns out. Anyway, yeah, that's that. And I also posted a snippet of that song, actually, like a snippet of the song. I posted this video to my YouTube page and my Instagram page, I think too, maybe. I don't remember, maybe TikTok too. I don't think so though. But mainly to my YouTube, also to my Tumblr and my Twitter. Posted this snippet of like it was just a video of like distorted image saying, distorted text saying "Trigger." Like you just like title of the album and it was like very strong and stuff. Yeah, some cool like little weird abstract visuals that I'm really fucking proud of. By the way, I'm still really proud of how those visuals came out. Yeah, I made that into a little GIF, and I yeah posted a snippet. I made it go like with a little snippet of a song, of that song that I was talking about that you're either gonna hate or gonna love. Yeah, yeah, and I posted it with a snippet. Basically it goes like the snippet of the song goes basically like boom 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 silence. Yeah, I'm honestly really proud of the song. A lot of people might not like it, but I think that's okay. It's not gonna be for everyone, but that's okay. Yeah, and so yeah, so far five songs of the album are done, but all like most of the rest of the songs that still have to be completed. I still have like still working a lot on them a lot, like very hard. Like there's a lot of songs that are like half done or almost half done. Like there's a lot like the rest of the song are like 15% to like almost 50% done. And there's also then a bunch of songs that like I haven't started working on yet that are like 0% done. Like I still have to start to work them. Like I still have to start them, but it's like I have a good idea of how these songs are gonna go. I have a good idea in my mind of like good couple notes, like and a good couple like sketches of the beats and melodies of how these songs are gonna go, but I still haven't started to work on them. But I will soon. I just want to get like just want to get like possibly like the rest of the songs out of the way real quick, and then I will start to work on these songs that I haven't started working on yet. Yeah, basically. I think that's about it. Oh fuck, hold on. I think that's about it for this video. I hope you like this video because I sure enjoyed making it. Actually, I sure enjoyed recording it. Honestly, yeah, definitely dragged on for a bit too long. At least for a bit too more like for a bit too much time, like more time that I would have wanted it to go on for. Like yeah, definitely this video is fucking hell, mate. Anyway, well, and yeah, that just made me lost inspiration. And never mind actually, but yeah, definitely made this video a bit too long. I think like a bit long. This video ended up being a bit longer than I originally wanted it to be. That's okay. Yeah, this is just gonna be like my part two, episode two of playing Minecraft and talking about stuff, like that one video that I made like a good amount of time, like a good couple of months ago, holy fuck, why there's so many? Why there's so many? Fuck no. It's gonna be annoying. When there's a whip, there's a whip. When there's a whip, there's a whip. When there's a whip, there's a whip. Fucking love that song, mate. Fucking what, mate? Anyway, yeah, that was the video. And let me get the thumbnail real quick. That's gonna be the thumbnail. That's why I'm making that. And fuck no. Hey, hello guys. This is Minecraft. Sorry. No. Where there's a whip. Fuck you. There we go. Now that's nice. Yeah, that's the thumbnail. Bye guys. Thank you for watching.